Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bible Q&A. Today we're discussing what is the truth about tattoos in the Bible. Tattoos had a variety of meanings across different cultures. Joanne Fletcher believes that in ancient Egypt, they were used as a sort of amulet during pregnancy. Roman soldiers spread the practice throughout the empire until Constantine banned it during his religious reforms. Throughout the world, tattoos were used to identify yourself with certain religious, political, or social groups. They were also used to identify oneself with nobility. For example, the Greek historian Herodotus said that they were a status symbol among the Scythians, and that not having one was a sign that one was low class. In the European context, tattooing was developed by sailors, who had their own tradition of marking their bodies and mixed it with indigenous customs. In the South Pacific, in addition to serving purposes of identification, tattoos had a spiritual meaning, serving as a storing place for their life force. The Old Testament prohibited the Israelites from getting tattoos. As it was said in Leviticus, "Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord." Leviticus chapter 19, verse 28. Christians are advised to not adopt customs that have pagan ties. Discussing the need for Christians to be separate from the larger Gentile community in their customs, Paul told the Corinthians, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness?" 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. The wide-scale adoption of a pagan practice like tattooing can do harm to the spiritual health of the community. For example, intermarriages were frowned upon in ancient Israel. Arranged marriages between Israelite children and those of other nations were banned in Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 3, and foreign women married by soldiers during war had to be converted to Judaism, according to Deuteronomy chapter 21 verses 10 to 17. Thus, when many Jews started marrying foreign wives in Ezra chapter 10, Ezra was disgusted by all of it. They had returned to their homeland after 70 years, only for them to come and marry Canaanites and adopt their religion. The same practices that had caused the northern kingdom to fall, according to 2 Kings chapter 18 verse 12. He understood the significance of the seed of the Jews remaining unpolluted by foreigners. He understood what God said in Exodus chapter 19 verses 4 to 6, that he chose the nation of Israel to be a nation for himself, and for himself alone. God did not want his own people to be associating with foreigners. He considered it adultery. That is why Ezra reacted in that fashion. Now, most Christians who get tattoos have their reasons for doing so. They may want to honor family members. They may get a tattoo of a cross. They might tattoo a Bible verse that is significant to them. However, the Bible advises against this. Our body is the temple of God, according to 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 19. And no representations of God were to be used for worship. As it was said in Exodus, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." Exodus chapter 20 verse 4. Deuteronomy chapter 4 verses 15 to 19 went on to include the representation of the human figure and of animals. It just leads people to pay more attention to the figures than to the person they are meant to worship. Thus, there's no reason to draw something on our bodies to represent Jehovah. The same wholesale adoption of a foreign practice also led to the widespread celebration of Christmas on December 25th, a Roman winter solstice festival, when the shepherds who were visited by the angel would not be taking care of their flocks during the winter time, as described in Luke chapter 2 verse 8. Thus, to prevent the integration of foreign customs that are biblically inaccurate, it is best to not adopt foreign customs, as much as is in our power. Instead, if Christians want to celebrate something, they should celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles, according to Zechariah chapter 14 verses 16 to 19, which commemorates the establishment of God's kingdom. Unlike most Old Testament celebrations, this one came with a prophetic message, stating that those who did not celebrate it would not receive God's blessings, according to verse 18. For more information on this, check out the video on the screen. And that is where I'm going to stop with this Bible Q&A, where we discussed whether Christians should get tattoos or not. God bless you, and please make sure to like and subscribe.